Yeah, it's kind of windy tonight. I guess I saw that, like, Diddy posted something that was like, he now wants to invest in the black community. I think that's, I don't know. I think that's weird. Because, like, it's my calling. I'm gonna buy Disney for us. Like, why does he want to buy Disney? Why don't you just build your own company? Like, he could literally start producing and making films. I don't know why he didn't do this before. Like, we are literally, so many of us have so little resources. He has everything. Like, and still we're out here creating content and trying to, like, the whole point of all the black women starting the YouTube channels is for representation. Like, I don't have the budget to make a Little Mermaid film. That film is very expensive to make. You need all type of camera equipment, and you need whole teams, graphic designers, all these things, you know. And I can't even hire a person to, like, edit this video for me, you know. Like, I have to, this is why I don't edit. Yeah, so it's like so just now he's getting to the point where he realizes that, like, representation is important. Like, just now, I think, like, it's not just really about the way your own community sees you. Like, it is pretty important to, like, exist in the world amongst other people of, like, other races and cultures, so that they also, like, just see your humanity. And for a very long time, people from other races and cultures have seen black people dehumanized, and not in a joking way. And then they've also seen a lot of, like, rappers, like, when all of the rappers and entertainers are exporting this content that's about the degradation of women, that's what other cultures are learning. They're learning how to treat black women and how to treat women and black men, because you guys are presenting yourselves in these ways that are really derogatory, and you've been doing it for so long. So, like, the story that you created is the story that everyone, like, the story that you told black men specifically, like black men like Diddy, is the story that we all know. That's it. Like, there's not another thing. Like, that's that, like, most people are going to be average. So most people are going to live in, like, this part of society, like the regular part of society, not the, like, hyper exaggerated part of society where you have everything all the time. No, you're just gonna live in, like, the regular part of society where, like, you have your job and you have your dinner and you have, you know, your family if you decide to have one. But there isn't, like, a whole bunch more than that. Like, that's, and then you have your community and people living in the community, and, like, that's what it is. And when you've created a society in which you taught, like, everyone else to, like, degrade, to degrade a person, I think now that, I think maybe that was the first time that, like, that side of black Hollywood or whatever saw the way that average black girls are treated. And because it's like, Halle is, like, so pretty, like, she's so sweet. All she did was just exist as the Little Mermaid, a fictional fish character. And I think they saw the hate. Like, it's like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think this, and when you're in places where things are very expensive, you can kind of, like, buy respect in a sense. Like, people just try to be nice to you because they want to they want to get on your good side. They want to make sure that you don't use, like, your money and influence to hurt or harm or take something away from them. I guess that's another reason why, when I think back on this, I remember, like, it's really important to just be ethical the entire time and really, like, just work your way up, you know, because when someone sees you there with them putting in the work, they're not really confused about whether you're able to put in the work or not, because they've seen you doing it in the same way that they did it. So they know that, like, oh, you're capable of doing it, right? But everyone doesn't feel like that. There's a lot of people who really feel like some people don't deserve to be here, like, especially black people. They feel like black people don't deserve to go to college, like, you know, like, black people don't deserve whatever the thing is. Like, there's always some idea, like, black people just got here. They keep getting handed things, and everyone else is saying, we work so hard, we work so hard, we work so hard. That's the narrative that everyone's just preaching to everyone else. They say it all day. And that's why they just look down on many black people. And then it's even, and so given that that's the case, it's been completely normalized to have, you know, no black characters on a show, no black people in a movie, no black people in a company, no black people in a city, no black people anywhere. And this is like completely normal for them. Being a person who like is the actual black person though, you can't like, how can I say, like you can't ignore, right, the like you can't ignore the fact of like, you know, you have to live, and you have to live like here, and you have to live like here now, and you can't do that if someone's like not treating you like a human. And I think that maybe this is the first time that Diddy saw it, especially when he has to, you know, like explain this to his black children who are like very here. And I think they just, because I think in the comments today you saw adult, it was a lot of mostly males, but like adult males, and really women too. So these are, when everyone wants to talk about like who are the mothers and the grandmothers and stuff, and everyone, people are supposed to have so much respect for these titles, these are the same people who are like the racists and like the really, really mean people. They are the people in the comments literally tearing down basically like a teenage black girl in a Disney film. Like, I think this is a part where I feel like people don't see the other side. Like, I don't like white princesses either, like, so I don't watch any of the movies. When they had what's-her-face, the Mexican girl as Cinderella, I didn't watch it. Like, I'm also not going to be in the comments though making like hate videos about it, because I realize that like that representation is important for that community. It just has absolutely nothing to do with me or with my community. I'm not a member of that community, so like I don't care what they do. But I'm also not trying to tear it down. That's what I'm like trying to explain. The problem with the other communities, like every time that we try to have something for ourselves, other people just be like, they just feel like, oh, okay, this is acceptable for everyone. Everyone can participate in this. And it's like, no, like in the same way that like Snow White and the other 50 million gazillion white princesses are here, and they're here as role models for like small white female children. That's what they're there for. This one movie is like a small space for black children. It's one movie. They didn't take every single character and turn them from white to black. That didn't happen. It was one character, one film. And even that is just completely unacceptable. It's just like, no, 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 nope, you can't have that. No, no, no. It just really ruffled feathers. So much so that on the YouTube page with Walt Disney, they have to cut the comments. They turned off comments for the video. This is what I'm saying, you guys. This is how it works in America. Like, black people can't have anything. Anything that you have, they hate you. They hate you, hate you, hate you. And it's not, I don't know how to put it. Because like for me, when I dislike someone, I just try to distance myself from them. I just try to be like, oh, okay, like I just don't want to be around the person, and that's what I do. I don't go seeking out, like trying to tear down the things that they've built and trying to like do really anything to. I just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to just leave. But for me, there's been so many spaces that are like that, because every single space is full of like awful white people, and awful Asian people. Like, they're everywhere. They have occupied every corner of like the globe. And it's very scary. It's very scary. Like, to live under that. It's like the movie Master is the only like piece of content that I've come across that has like enabled me to see like my own lived experience, which is so controversial. It's like it's like if you were it's just like you're born, right? And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee or something, and it's like, you can't get the cup of coffee. Someone is literally just like waiting there for you to destroy your well-being. You know, it's like me trying to go to the campus at night and blog, and then the crackhead is like literally there, like stalking me. Like he's like sitting right there, just bothering me. It's like, I'm not doing anything to you. Like, I did nothing to you. Like, I'm not bothering you, but you just keep coming. Like, he literally, it just keeps coming. I see him all the time, all the time. Like, I don't know what's going on in his life. I actually don't know what's going on in so many people's lives because I don't pay attention. I don't follow people. I don't stay on Instagram all day. I don't even stay here all day. I'm literally sitting here talking to my camera, just explaining my own self and my own my experience and my opinions. And I can't describe like the way that there's like this hypocrisy, right? Like, people in society are right now, some people, it's not everyone, some people though, are so up in arms, and they're like advocating for everyone to show respect for the queen. But it's like, in the same way that like, I feel like this might be a good idea. Like, there were some Bumble dates that I went on last year, right? And then I was talking to the guy, like most of these were like white guys, and I was talking to them about the Beyonce album. Now some of them were just like, yeah, no, I don't really like the Beyonce albums. I feel like they were just like, it's not for me. And I was like, oh, that's cool, that's fine. At the same time, like, the Beyonce albums were definitely for me. Like, they were definitely for me. So like, those people get to feel like their album is not for me, and I get to feel like this album is for me. See how like everybody is different? Like, we don't have to agree. I get to feel like the Beyonce albums are for me. You get to feel like the Beyonce albums are not for me. Like, whatever way that you feel, I get to feel like, oh, this song or this artist or this film is or is not for me. And you get to feel however you feel. Like, we all get to feel different. And that's kind of it. Like, we don't have to agree at all. Like, at all. Like, we don't have to see eye to eye. And I think that it's very strange. Also, not only do we have to, like, I feel like what I'm describing is this like passive approach to dislike or disdain, but other people who are discussing the queen have an active approach to disdain, where they were saying like, I really don't like this person. Like, I actually don't like them. That's how they felt. They're like, I don't like this person. They get to feel like that, and they have their reasons for feeling like that. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone. I don't know. I can speak for me though, and I can explain why I do or do not like something. But everyone isn't me. So like, just because I don't like something, that doesn't mean that other people are going to agree with me. They're probably not. Like, other people don't really share my reasons for disliking something. Only I know. Only I know, because I've been there. And the other people, they just like haven't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that like, I think it's very important to have like, darn. That's not coming back. Okay, this is dead. Darn.